Today is Friday, June 10th. Welcome to this edition of Nevada County Now. Today's episode, we're talking COVID, Nevada City Council, fire, and more. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Nevada County Now. I'm your host, Cole Pettit. We'll start off tonight with an update on the COVID situation. For yet another week, Nevada County has seen an increase in COVID-19 cases. Our total number of cases now sits at 159, an increase of 36 from this time last week. For more than a month, from April 28th to May 31st, Nevada County was able to hold steady at a total of 41 cases. We now currently have more active cases at 48 than that initial total. Thankfully, so far, we have not seen a large increase in hospitalizations. Tahoe Forest Health System currently lists 2 hospitalized patients who either tested positive or are exhibiting symptoms. Nevada County Public Health lists 1 current hospitalization. Nevada County Public Health also lists 8,340 tests performed to this point, an increase of 1,270 tests performed this week. Last week, 1,427 tests were performed, with 1,357 tests performed the previous week. Wednesday, Nevada City Council had a meeting to both thank their departing board members and to welcome their newly elected members, Daniela Fernandez and Doug Fleming. During this meeting, Renette Senum, whose term as mayor had just expired, announced her resignation from the council. She had been re-elected to her position on the council in the March election. Her position was to last until 2024. Here's a look at her statement during the meeting.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to our City Hall staff, and you've all been doing a tremendous job navigating these turbulent times, to say the least. I know it has not been easy. And in the course of the last 4 years, we've weathered broad sweeping and damaging PSPS events and the threat of catastrophic fires and massive homeowner insurance policy cancellations and loss of businesses and tax revenue and a lot of rising global turmoil. And in spite of all this, I know I personally have had a great pleasure in finding creative ways and solutions for the city, like the GoatFundMe, mentoring the Future of Nevada County group known as FUNK, our annual citywide cleanings, and of course, most recently, converting our street parking into outdoor dining because of what we're dealing with, the quarantines and stay-at-home orders. One such topic that has recently been raised is around the mask mandate by the governor. And while I did originally support the original stay-at-home orders in March, the governor has now lost my support. And in addition to that, I want to make it clear that while I did approve the city council's approval last week of the governor's mask mandate, with the emphasis on honoring those exemptions in the guidelines and encouraging those who struggle with masks to wear plastic face shield if they need to. I have received many complaints from the public, the businesses, owners, employees. The public are not honoring these exemptions and are targeting and even shaming an already what I would call traumatized public. So because of this and because of the overwhelming data, I can't support the mask mandate or any continued lockdown or the threat of returning to stage 1 or 2. The economic and physiological, psychological, emotional damage we're enduring completely outweighs any of the benefits that we're seeing. It must be stated that our county and elected officials and heads of county departments can expect a massive legal backlash because of all of this. And while I was voted in by majority last February, I will kindly decline my position on the council for the 2024 term. And while I'm not stepping down, I'm actually, interestingly enough, stepping up. I feel I can be of best service to humanity by focusing my energy on extending my reach to a broader audience, to individuals who are equally concerned by these same issues and questions around the world. So with that, I guess we will now reorganize the city council and I will then promptly bow out.
And Renette, thank you for all your service and a great 4 years too.
You're so welcome. Thanks, everybody.
Good luck to you and enjoy your free time.
Renette's announcement came as a surprise to the rest of the council, who then had to spend some time discussing their options for finding a replacement. You can view the full meeting by visiting our website, nevadacountymedia.org, click the Watch Now button, then scroll down to find the government channel. Yesterday, we had planned to have a tour of CAL FIRE's facility at the airport, but it would seem that fires have no concern for anyone's schedule. 2 fires broke out at about the same time that required a response from the air team. Tanker 88 was sent to the Bangor fire, and Tanker 89 went to the fire in Smartsville. Both fires were contained fairly quickly with the help of the air response team. The Bangor fire was held at 2.5 acres with no structures damaged. The Smartsville fire was contained at 6.5 acres, and 5 outbuildings were destroyed. The cause of both fires is still under investigation. Our community has always shown that if someone needs help, our citizens will step up to help those in need. A small recent example of this is the story of Donna Day and her lost dog Emma. Let's turn it over to Sonora for more.
Thanks, Cole. Small town communities are known for always lending a hand to those in need, or in this case, a paw. Emma, a terrier mix weighing less than 10 pounds, escaped from her elderly owner Donna Day in mid-June after Emma was attacked by another dog. And after days with no sign of her beloved pet, Donna started to give up hope, but the community didn't. Dozens of people joined the search. Suzanne Grace set up more than 10 Facebook pages to spread the word and plastered posters all around the county. Lara Riley got up in the early hours of the morning for several days to call Emma's name, and came back late at night to do the same. Charles Abernathy finally spotted Emma running across Highway 49, bolstering the spirits of the searchers, and a series of sightings by various searchers followed. Penny Scott and Kim Hall, experienced trappers, then set up a trap and cameras by the house she was believed to be near. Eventually, with the help of the homeowner, they found success when 19 days later, at 5 a.m. on June 7th, Emma was caught in the trap and was able to be rescued from her lengthy wilderness adventure. We talked to Donna earlier today. Let's take a look.
My name is Donna Day. I'm the mommy of Emma, who was gone for 19 days. And we went to Oregon Creek near North San Juan. So we were getting ready to go. We'd been there several hours and we were getting ready to go. And I was walking her on a leash back to the car. And there was a dog that was not on a leash that attacked her. Now, I didn't have her in a harness. I just had her on the leash. So when she went to try to get out of the leash to get away from the dog, it knocked me down. And everybody was more concerned about me being down on the ground. And when I looked over and saw her empty collar and leash laying there, that's when I realized that she had gotten away. I just have so many people to thank. So many people to thank for looking for my dog, for praying for my dog. I don't drive. People took me up there. We went up there 2 times a day for the 19 days looking for her. And so there's just so many people for some reason that were just captivated by this little dog. Would you like to meet Emma?
I would love to meet Emma. I wasn't sure if she was here.
She's right here. Come here, babe. Come here. Come on. This is Emma. This is my little dog. She's 10 pounds. That spent 19 days in the wilderness. And when we got her, the ladies that trapped her, that were from Sacramento, the first thing she did was visit Mother Lode Veterinary. So this is Emma. This is the little dog that everybody wanted to see get home to her mommy. And she's doing a lot better than I thought she would be doing. She's starting to recover just a little bit. She's getting a little bit more active, and she's starting to get a little light back in her eyes. And she's still not, it'll be a while, but we're doing it step by step. And today I went to Incredible Pets and got her a new harness, a new leash, a new collar. So now whenever she is outside, she is totally protected. And so that when I go outside, I don't want to ever have her get away from me again. And Emma wants to say thank you. Thank you for all of the people that cared about her and wanted to help her.
Just kind of a final question. What was it like to be reunited with her? Was she, super excited to see you?
It's funny you should say that, because what's remarkable about this is that when Susie called me at 7 o'clock Tuesday morning and said, we got her, and she said, meet me over the vet. And I already had a friend that was in the wings that he volunteered to, take me to get her wherever she was. So there were so many dogs, even when we were looking for it. We were, going up down the streets of North San Juan. There were so many dogs that looked like her. I mean, I had friends stopping and, confronting people like, is that Emma? Is that, so anyway, so I got to the vet, and like I want to say right now, I had 19 days of barely being able to sleep, forcing myself to eat, going up there twice a day looking for my dog. I was not in the best physical health. I'm 77 years old, right? And when I got there, they had the trap with Emma in it sitting in the back of the station wagon. There was 4 ladies that did this, that came up from Sacramento. And when I first looked at her, I didn't think it was her. And it started to break my heart, because I thought, no, not again. And then she picked up my scent, and I said her name, and she just started crawling, with her paws against the cage or the trap, trying to get to me. And one ladies that was the trappers caught that on tape. But as soon as she smelled her mommy, it was really something. And the lady that carried her into the vet in the trap, her name is Kelly. She lives in North San Juan. And she was one of the very many that went around looking for her constantly, before work, after work. And it was so beautiful to see her carry in there, because I could just, her body posture was like, yeah, we got her. There was just a lot of happiness and a lot of tears. I didn't think I'd ever be able to cry as many tears as I did. And I'm still crying. But now they're tears of joy. They're not tears of, desperation as they were. I'm just glad to have my dog home.
Suzanne was deeply inspired by the unity that the community showed in their determination to help Donna. She noted that this community got out of the pandemic fear, anxiety, and anger going on, and focused on saving one tiny life. At some point during the widespread rescue effort, a monetary reward was raised to be given to anyone who found Emma. A portion of it ended up being used to cover the cost of Emma's vet visit, and the rest was offered to the homeowner whose property Emma was found on. However, instead of taking the money, she decided to donate it to Rescue for Pet's Sake, a local adoption center that also joined in the search efforts. Grace Lundeen, yet another community member involved in the rescue, said something that seemingly echoes the sentiment of all the other participants. "I didn't do it for recognition," she said. "I just did it because I really love dogs." Back to you, Cole.
Thanks, Sonora. Another way our community has stepped up is the Forever Farms initiative. The program, comprised of a partnership between Bear Yuba Land Trust, Sierra Harvest, Briar Patch Food Co-op, and Tahoe Food Hub, announced yesterday that they have successfully raised the $780,000 necessary for the purchase of the farmland containing Mountain Bounty Farm. With community support of the program, Bear Yuba Land Trust will buy and hold the property in perpetuity, protect it from development, and safeguard affordable access to the farmland by providing a long-term lease to Mountain Bounty Farm. Bear Yuba Land Trust will manage this property to ensure it continues to produce local organic food in an ecologically responsible way for the benefit of the community. Prior to the public campaign, 60% of the $650,000 fundraising goal for the first Forever Farms acquisition project was raised, which included a $350,000 gift from an anonymous donor. Erica Seward, Bear Yuba Land Trust's co-executive director, said, "This has truly been a coordinated effort between our partners and community members committed to a shared vision of Forever Farms in Nevada County. Because of this, we have moved forward confidently with the first acquisition project, knowing full well its significance and what it means for the future of our community." Bear Yuba Land Trust is currently in escrow and set to close no later than October 1st. Once the land is secured, the Land Trust's role will be to keep farmer access to the land affordable, manage the lease, collect fees, pay taxes and expenses, and ensure compliance with lease terms. Lease revenue will be used by Bear Yuba Land Trust for management of the property and lease. Any revenue earned beyond that will be held in an endowment fund and applied toward other Forever Farms program activities. United Way of Nevada County and Interfaith Food Ministry will be holding their Food Access Saturday tomorrow, the 11th. It's a safe drive-through distribution from 10 a.m. to noon at 440 Henderson Street in Grass Valley. Since the program began, over 8,000 bags of food, including fresh fruit and produce, have been given out to 3,580 individuals. For more information, contact United Way at 274-8111 or admin@uwnc.org. We'll leave you tonight with some footage we took of the fire planes in action yesterday. Remember, stay safe, take care of each other. We'll see you next week.